Runs in. That was a bit full. Oh, and that is a single. I would say he's done quite a good job of stemming the runs. Just 2 runs off this over. And he has to keep this going. Stem that flow. Prevent any more boundaries. And that would mean a great deal for Singrisers. His last ball. Fast one. Oh, a swing and a miss. This has been a beautiful over, just 2 off the over. Atharva has done his part. However, the crucial wicket has not yet been taken. We'll see who pulls on next.
I think that's good to see from Atharva, bringing himself on as a captain. And he's done a really good job there to just stop the momentum just a bit. Taking responsibility, which is always good to see. Looks like it's going to be spin again. Or maybe not. It looks like T20 is coming back on, and Suryansh isn't very happy. He's got to get his helmet back on. I don't know if Atharva is trying to play some mind game with Suryansh, just throw him off his game just a little bit. So T20 was a bit expensive in his first over, for 16, but looks like Atharva's backing him, or maybe he's just not too willing to ball spin to Suryansh at the moment. The premier spinner Kabir couldn't really seem to hit his lengths, so maybe deciding that pace is the better option against Suryansh.
What a shot. That's another Jotech maximum. He plants his front foot. Ball has sailed over the boundary.
Even slower ball. He's launched that straight, and that's another pro mag boundary for Suryansh. Advances down the wicket. Almost looked like a spinner's ball from T20. Really, really slow in the air, but Suryansh does well to hit it straight back over his head for 4.
Atharva's been his strategy of bringing in a pacer has not yet proved fruitful. And he whacks it away for another Jotech maximum. Man, he's hitting boundaries left, right and center. No one seems to be able to stop him. And now the Singrisers seem to be in hot water.
Hello everyone, right now we have Atharva Pradhan in the comm box. Hi Atharva, any words for the final?
Yeah, it's great to see such a good match, like a high-scoring match. That's what people want to see, and Suryansh is really delivering on the biggest stage. Looking forward to the second innings as well. I wonder how Singrisers are going to go from here.
That's in the air. I don't think he's quite got hold of it, but still enough for another Joe Tag maximum. Didn't quite time that, but he's placed that well enough into the gap. And the decision to bring on Tianesh doesn't seem to have paid off. 22 runs off the over with still a delivery to go. And Suryansh is in full flow. Bounces. Oh. It was a good ball from Tianesh. But it's a leg by. And that's more pain for the SINGRISERS. 26 runs of that over. Just wonder if Tianesh might have been better keeping pace on for the over given how that ball had went.
So as of now, it's 152 and 14 overs. The Mavericks are in an excellent position to put a mammoth total today. And we'll see how it goes. Another 6 more overs, and with the rate that Suryansh is hitting, we might be seeing upwards of 220. So SINGRISERS do need an answer really quickly. And we have Athara back on. Let's see. And his last over. He's going to make a gamble, and let's see how it goes.
Starts with a wide down leg. I think this is a very big over because if they do get a wicket of Suryansh, the Mavericks don't have too much firepower to come, and they can still look to restrict them to maybe a total of 190 under 200, and that definitely something chaseable. So I like this move from Athara. It's a brave move bringing himself back on for his last over, but I think he recognizes the importance of breaking this partnership. And he's taken it upon himself. Let's work down behind point towards the gully region for a single. And Athara has 5 balls at Suryansh. This will be an interesting competition. Athara clearly been the strike bowler for the SINGRISERS here. And it'll be interesting to see what Suryansh's approach is. Will he continue to try and attack him, or play him out and then try and bat out the remaining 5 overs? What do you think Suryansh's approach here will be?
With the flow of runs he's been getting, I think he's gonna come hard at Athara. If he's gonna bowl in the slot, any bad ball, I think Suryansh will be looking to capitalize on it, given the form is in, and given today how he's been batting today. So I think this is very interesting because Athara is also a very smart bowler. So let's see how it goes. A small mistake from Athara can prove costly that Suryansh can capitalize on. That was another huge Joe Tag maximum in the slot, and as I said before, Suryansh just puts it away to the next ground. And 160 is up for the Mavericks. They are running away really, really quickly from the SINGRISERS.
I mean, at this point, what can be done about Suryansh? He seems to be hitting all kinds of balls. Quick ones, slow ones. Oh, that's a wide. All the mistakes are starting to happen now. The SINGRISERS making costly mistakes at this stage. 61 for 4 and 14.2 overs. Gune got to break him now. This last over. Another wide. Seems to be happening again and again. These mistakes, they're going to cost him. Gune has got to pull it in. Maybe he's going for a bit wider of a delivery so that Suryansh has to lunge for it and hopefully makes a mistake. Goes in a quick one. And he gets put away. And that was just a single.
Yeah, pace on from Atharva, and I think that's the way to go. A couple of pace on deliveries from Tianesh, and Suryansh couldn't put him away. Every slow ball that Tianesh bowled to Suryansh was launched. And I think that Yorker length pace on is probably the way to go to him. Strike, that's cut away. Shot outside off, but he has protection there. Bit of a misfield, but just look like Suryansh wants to have as much strike as possible. One ball to go from Atharva Gune's over. Two balls to go. No fine leg, and if Atharva chooses the pull pace on, we might see a scoop. Full toss. That has been taken. Taken a deep cover. It's not the best ball, but Atharva is so happy with that. And that could be a huge wicket. So the decision to bring himself back on has paid off. Suryansh looking to hit it for 6. A high full toss, doesn't quite middle it. And that is a big, big, big wicket. And just how big a moment will that be in this game? How much can the Sunrisers pull it back now? Sunrisers, sorry.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. Suryansh has done the damage. He has put in the work and he has set a comfortable stage for his team to continue batting on. From now onwards, Singraises have to be very careful, preventing any more boundaries and preventing those singles from trickling down into a double. You just got to keep it going. And the next one out on creases. Behind Chaturvedi, and let's see how it goes on from here with Atharva on his last ball. It's been an expensive but worth full over, I would say. Captain versus captain, and Atharva gets that wicket, pulls his team back into the game. Atharva coming in the bowlers. Last ball of the over. A swing and a miss. And that's the end. Atharva's bowling. Score is 164 for 5 in 15 overs.
Gune finishes his spell, 32 of the 4 overs. More importantly, he's got the huge wicket of Suryansh Galecha. Important spell from the captain in the final. And really interesting to see how the Singraises will come back from this. They'll be looking to keep them under 200, maybe even 190. And the Mavericks will be looking to push that 200 plus total. Ivan Pandey's still there, and he's been hitting the ball well as well. So don't discount what he might do. Kabir Burlia back on for his 3rd over. Short ball, pulled away. He has protection in that mid-wicket area. I think that's Tianesh. On strike now. Short ball. Just seeing that extra bounce there, Vihan played that almost at his head. So It's not a bad ball for the spinner, even though it's short. Just because that extra bounce makes it very, very hard to score off. Pitched up. Oh, there's that extra bounce again. Really good comeback from Kabir. One of the over so far. They'll just be looking to squeeze all the runs. I think what Vihan should be doing here is just trying to get off strike, get bat on ball. You got Yuvan on the other end hitting the ball nicely. Don't want to put unnecessary pressure on him. And it looks like the rain is coming down as well, slight drizzle. Let's hope the players are able to stay on. Stop that, just land short. Almost looked like Kabir didn't want to go for the catch. Maybe tactical to keep Vihan in. At the moment he's struggling a bit. Perhaps it's part of the Singrisers strategy to keep him in. Short ball, pulled away. Not particularly controlled, I think, but we'll go for 4. It's not a great ball, you have to say, from Kabir. Too far down leg and just a little bit of bat needed on that for a boundary. That is a Pro Mac ball. Just releasing the pressure that he had created.
The score is 169 for 15.5. I think right now Singrise's plan would be to reduce as many boundaries as possible because the damage has already been done. 170. You have to try and restrict them to around 200. Do you want to have a chance to win the final? Oh, what a shot! Oh, what a brilliant stop by Atharva Gune over there. And just for a single. So we have 170 for 5 in 16 overs. Let's see who Atharva Gune gives the ball next to. We have Tianesh coming in. So we have 4 overs left. I think Atharva Gune will be going for pieces all 4 overs. What do you think, Ishan?
Yeah, honestly, I think the idea of just bowling pace in the death overs is a bit overrated. I think you should be bowling your best and most economical bowlers. But Tianesh has been back to his 3rd over. Didn't bowl yesterday at all. But maybe the Singrisers missing out on Kush Gilani's left arm spin. So needing to look to other bowling options. This might actually be an opportunity for the cutters against the new batsmen. Mix it up a bit. Short ball, top edge. It's just a single. Deep third out there. Once again, looks like he's bowling without a fine leg. He is deep mid-wicket near the cow corner region. Long on, long off. Deep cover and a deep third. Ivan on strike. Steps across. Doesn't get hold of it, but is running behind the wicket. Should get 2 here. That's good from Ivan. He's really going to be the key man for the Mavericks here if they want to get a 200 plus score. I think looking at the field, it's clear that Tianesh's plan at least is to bowl outside off, and Ivan is anticipating that. He stepped across, looking to hit on the leg side. Doesn't step across this time, drills it straight down the wicket. Should just be 1. Full toss is launched. That is a Joe tag maximum. That's a brilliant shot from Vihan. Low full toss, and he's hit that all the way into IA. It's not a great ball from Tianesh, but really well done by the batsman to get the elevation on that.
I think right now all they had to do is bowl and good length, but seems like they're not bowling according to plans because the Mavericks have already hit 180 in 16.4, and I think honestly this is a bit of sloppy bowling over here because they got the wicket of the danger man Suryansh Gulecha, and they should have been trying to restrict them to 190, 200 max, but right now it looks like a lot more damage can be done. Another shot, and is he going for a boundary? And that's another Pro Mag boundary. Tianesh has been very expensive today. 2.5 overs and 52 runs. I think this might be the over that have changed the momentum back in the Mavericks' favor. It's interesting who Atharagune will go next to. What are your thoughts on this, Ishan? Who do you think he'll bowl next?
Yeah, I mean, I think based off this over, I think this is going to be the last ball of Tianesh's spell. That's edge behind to deep third. Should just be a single. Yeah, but some questions for Atharagune. Probably not the plan that he would have wanted for the death. It's always a bit tough when you have to change your planned death bowlers at the last minute. But I think Tianesh just hasn't bowled enough balls in the right areas. I think the field he has is very set for outside off line, and he's straight too close to the stumps too much. Every ball that he's bowled outside off or on that off stump line has not been more than 1 or 2 runs. But the boundary balls have all been at the body or down leg. I'm not sure who's coming on now. Quick. So it turns to spin again. Not sure if this was the original plan or things have had to change. But he's bowled all right so far, I think, Ritwik. For his 3 overs. Oh, that is a brilliant shot. That is a Joe tag maximum. Swept behind, deep square. That is a brilliant shot. Brilliant little cameo from Vihan here. Seemed to be struggling to make contact with the ball in his first 5 or 6 deliveries, but he's really taken off now. Actually overtaken Yuvan's score. Pull the ball, driven a short cover. Gune stops it, but it's still a single, and there's no backup. They might look for 2. Nice hell for 1. Good work by Kabir Zandani, the keeper.
I think 192 in 17.2 was not that we were expected of. Suryansh Gulecha got out. We thought that the momentum was over, but Vihan Chaturvedi has come in and played an excellent knock so far. 24 of 12. Ball up in the air and taken. Yuvan Pandey departs for a well-played 20 of 18. Playing the anchor role with Suryansh. His inning comes to an end. Interesting to see how this end total will be, given the way that Mavericks are continuing their momentum, going really hard at the SINGRISERS. And given that Vedansh Gupta and Atharagune have finished their quota, it will be quite interesting how the end total will be. And I think there's plenty more runs to be seen on the board.
I think before the start of the over, or the last over, it looked like the Mavericks might not make 200. And now they'll probably be looking at a total of at least 220, maybe more, especially if Vihan stays at the wicket. I think Yuvan will be a bit disappointed with that wicket. But again, that's just the extra bounce from the Astro. Some balls really do kick up. Two main strike bowlers for the Singrisers also finished up their quota as mentioned earlier. So the rest of these guys really have to step up here. Shubham in now, left-hander. So he's got 3 fielders on the leg side for him. Full toss, not a great delivery, it's in the air. Lands in no man's land. Short mid seemed a bit uncertain as to where the ball was going exactly. I think that's Rohan at short mid. But he gets away with one there. Quick. But behind back on strike. And he's the key man now for the Mavericks. Pulls away. Something seems to have bothered him. Ball hits on the pad. Down legs is the umpire. Good ball from Ritwik. He's come back well actually from the first ball 6. He's given just 2 in the next 4 deliveries and got on a wicket. Last ball, short ball hits him on the body as well. And really good comeback from Ritwik. Just 8 of the over in the end.
Interesting who comes on next. Oh, Swarit Thakur is being brought on. He's in bowled this entire tournament. He's a really good, talented off spinner. Adam off spinner. Let's see how it ends. Singrisers have to put the stops to this. The runs being leaking here and there. You have to restrict them to under 200 or 210. It's possible. 2 more overs left. 193 for 6. And Shubham Pradhan on strike. Interesting matchup. First ball. And cut away. Looks like he's going to go all the way. And it's a Pro Mag boundary. Pro Mag boundary. 197 with another 11 balls to go. Looks like the Mavericks are running away with the number of runs they've been scoring at the back end over here. The thing is, the ball is pitched too short. And it has been punished right away by Shubham.
Not a great delivery to start. Well played by Shubham as well. Very well placed. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Slow ball full. Oh, really good from Kabir Sandani there. Gets a stumping. So revenge for Swarit there. And the Mavericks are now 6 down. Biren is the new man in for the Malign Mavericks. So I think what he should be doing here is just very simple: get bat on ball, get off strike. You've got a set batsman on the other end. Doesn't need to try anything silly. Apologize, the Mavericks are 7 down now for 197. 4 ball, defends it. That's really good cricket there. That's all he needed to do. Get off strike, get the set batter on strike. So Vihan here now on strike. We'll probably be looking to target that leg side region. So alright, has been not adding too much pace to the ball. If he hits the right length, that can be very, very effective. It's got a deep square, cow corner, and long one on the leg side. Oh, that's brilliant ball from Swarit. Bowled him. Vihan stepped across, trying to sweep it behind square leg. And he loses his leg stump. So really, really good from Swarit here. Doing a job for his team. Come back very well from that first boundary of the first ball.
You reckon that Swarit should have been brought on a bit earlier? I think with just 2 overs to go, I think Swarit has done a brilliant job. But it just begs to differ whether we would have thought that if Swarit was brought in a bit earlier, even though he was bowling, maybe they could have restricted the runs to maybe about 20 to 30 runs lesser. What do you think, Ishan?
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough to say these things in hindsight. I think the interesting thing is we didn't see much of him bowl in the tournament. He was also another bowler that didn't bowl yesterday. But maybe given how Dhyanesh had gone, could have been an idea to bring Swarit on early, but it always can be a risk to bring a new bowler on in the death. I think Atharva was left without much option now, and it's proven to be the right decision to bring him on now. Whether or not he should have been brought on earlier, it's hard to say. But given how he's bowled, I think they will feel that maybe they missed the trick there. But it's been a good spell from Swarit so far. Got 2 balls to go. Good length. Just worked away. That's good work in the field there, but good running as well from the Mavericks. It's been a simple plan from Swarit, I think. Just slow in the air, trying to hit good areas. And I think the line has been important as well. Not straying too far down the leg side.
Brilliant bowling in the depth. Just 5 runs, 5 balls for 2 wickets is amazing figures. For a spinner to bowl in the depth, and oh, that's a single. It's in the air. Wow. It's a brilliant over. Just 6 runs comes off of it. And now Mavericks are on 199 for 8 in 19 overs.
And he has delivered quite brilliantly when his team was leaking runs so quickly. Getting 2 wickets and leaking on his 6 runs in 1 over. I think they have called and he has answered quite brilliantly. And to bowl the last over we have Kabir. 36 runs in his 3 overs with 1 wicket. Will he be able to match Swarit's overs and choke the runs? He bowls his first ball. And it's slapped away. Okay, there's only a single. They're looking for more boundaries, and now we are behind. It's off strike and
That's played behind the fine leg. Should just be a single. I don't think this is a good plan from the 2 batters. You know, 2 new batsmen in. They haven't faced many deliveries, and I think rather than trying to smash every ball for 6, it's much more sensible to try and hit it hard along the ground and ensure you get at least 6 or 7 runs in the last over, rather than perhaps doing that and instead getting 1 or 2. Well ball from Kabir. Should just be focusing on getting bat on ball and running hard between the wickets here. If they get a boundary, that's a bonus. Drop ball, pull into the leg side. Oh, that's a... Has he taken that? That's a brilliant catch. I think that's Swarit again. So carrying the momentum forward from his bowling. He's been good in the field. He took Suryansh's catch as well. So good catching done by Swarit today.
What a catch that was. Boldwell took 2 great catches. Seems like it's also Suarez's day today. I'm also looking forward to how much runs he puts on the board today. We'll see. It'll be a very interesting chase. 201, 19.4 for 9. I think the Singrisers have done a really good job in the last 2 overs to come back after what was an onslaught of bowlers left, right, center by Suryansh and team. Another dot ball. 1 ball to go. Brilliant bowling. Kabir Balia. Just 2 runs off the over so far. Let's see how it goes. Okay, just a single, and the Singrisers restrict the Mavericks for just 202 after what was looking to be a total of upwards of 230. So I think the Mavericks also have done a good job with Suryansh hitting a brilliant 84 of 26 balls, powering them to such a huge total. So what do you think will be the strategic plan for the Singrisers, Ishan?
So, well, I think the first thing is they're going to have to bat 20 overs. I think Singrisers probably have the deepest batting lineup in the tournament, but they also don't necessarily have anyone who will take the game away like a Suryansh. Well, I think every batter just needs to contribute, go hard in the power play, and just keep the momentum going. I think every batter in that lineup is probably capable of going at a 140, 150, and then you just need one guy to make a big score and other batters to rally around him. But I think they will back themselves to chase this total, especially on such small ground.
All right, guys, let's catch you guys in another 15 minutes for the innings break. Powered to you by OQDO.
Do not come to Alpha Omega, seriously, and here's why. Because you will feel so relaxed. Because you will feel so good and get addicted. Because they make you so flexible and injury-free. And what's next? Superpowers? So, avoid Alpha Omega if you don't want to feel good and flexible every day.
At OQDO, we believe sports, wellness, and hobbies bring people together. Whether you're an enthusiast chasing your next goal, a coach shaping future champions, or a facility providing the space for dreams to grow. Want to try something new? From soccer to yoga to photography, we make booking fast and easy. Just a few taps and you're in. Coaching? OQDO helps you build your business, manage your sessions, and connect with clients, whether you're a pro or just starting out or just want to start a side hustle. Got a space? Fill it with the OQDO app. Manage bookings, grow your business, and give your athletes and coaches the best experience. Together, we bridge the gap between learners, coaches, and facilities, creating a seamless connection where everyone wins. Learners get the best experiences, coaches get more opportunities, and facilities are always in demand. Ready to get moving? Download the app today. OQDO, your world of sports, hobbies, and wellness connected.
Welcome to Alpha Omega Wellness and Recovery, where pain relief meets performance. When you step into this space, it's all about your recovery. Whether you are an athlete, an office worker, or someone dealing with tightness, we are here to help you move, feel, and live better. Whether you're lifting weights, dancing, or playing sports, better flexibility means better movement. And we are here to manage your body's needs. Proper stretching promotes better blood flow to your muscles. This means faster recovery, reduced soreness, and better performance overall. One session at a time. Your recovery starts here today, so book your sessions now.
back to the second innings. It starts off with a boundary. Pro Mike boundary. That's Gary Gune. So chasing 203 here for the victory. And it looks like the Singrisers have decided to change their batting lineup. We've got Kabir Burlia opening instead of Rohan. Interesting decision. In the last game, he didn't bat at all. But I guess that chasing a big target, they've decided to send him up the order and look to be aggressive. And short ball again. And that's pull behind, so 2 boundaries to start off. It's another Pro Mag 4 from Giran Gune.
Aggressive start from them. So keep this going. I can well see them coming very close to 200. Just has to make sure that he keeps staying and doesn't play any bad shots into the air. Then coming in for his third ball. Shot and he puts it away. The fielder tries to prevent a boundary. Will he get to it? And he saves it. And that was a double. Giran Gune back on strike. 10 of 3. Great start.
Pitched up from Shaban. Better length, I think. And I think Giran will be one of the key batsmen for the Singrisers. He can be very destructive. Uses his wrist very well. Pitched up again. Late cut. That's pretty good running in the end. Not too much of a start taken by Kabir, but good alertness. 11 of the first over so far, 1 ball to go. Singrisers new openers on strike. Just some interesting tactics from the Singrisers, and I think given compared with the game that they played yesterday, a lot of tactical changes, new bowlers, new batting lineup, pitch stop, blocked. And Suri, not sure if the dive was completely necessary there, but does well all the same. So you can start for the Singrisers. 11 of the first over.
I think it's a very bold and confident start from the Singrisers to show that they really mean business. I mean, the first 2 boundaries of the first 2 balls actually set a standard and said that, you know what, we're actually going to be fighting for this and we're going to come at you guys hard. So it's going to be very interesting at how the coming overs go in the power play. 5 overs left. They'll be looking to do as much damage as possible. If they can bring it to an upwards of 60, 70 runs, then it will be a very, very close game.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what the Singrisers batting lineup looks like for this game. It's always a brave move to change an order that has generally worked pretty well. I think Rohan was doing a pretty good job as the opener, but I guess looking for a bit more of an aggressive start to promote Kabir, and I guess we'll have to see how they use the rest of their batting lineup as well. Giran Gune on strike. Good brunch. Ooh, pitched up. Tries to play that. Not sure that was the right shot. Probably the shot that he practices after the drive.
Rudransh, just 16 years old and one of the highest wicket takers in this tournament. He showed to have incredible potential, and he's bowled really well, really confidently to people almost 5-6 years older than him. So we have to look out for him in the upcoming years as well. Second ball over, and a swing and a miss, and he's been given out. And that might be the most important wicket for the Mavericks. Brilliant delivery, and Rudran Shah strikes again.
Suarez, the new man in, coming in at 3. Looking to continue the momentum he had with the ball and in the field. Big job for these two. Really need to lay a platform. And they will need somebody to play that really aggressive role. It looks like Kabir Burlia is the man that they've sent up the order for that role. So it'll be interesting to see how the Singrisers adjust the batting lineup accordingly as well. Sorry, at first ball. Quick single there. It's off the mark right away. Just looking at the field. They've got a different feel for Burlia here. To Suarez, they had a deep third and a deep square. And they've moved the deep square a bit closer to mid-wicket, and have also got a long run played. Played over covers. Brilliant shot from Kabir Burlia. That is a pro-tech boundary. That's what he's been sent up the order. Pro-Mac boundary. That's what he's been sent up the order to do. Plenty more of those. Just a bit of width outside off, and he's played that very, very nicely. Suryansh adjusts the field immediately. Long one comes to mid-on, and he's dropped cover. So perhaps just setting up the outside off line and having protection out there. So maybe try and force Kabir to hit across the line if he wants to get past the infield. Short ball pulled away. Another pro-Mac boundary. Great shot by Kabir. Just straying a bit too straight there. And he's deposited that into the cow corner region. Really, really good shot from Burlia. Slow ball, down leg. That's a wide. Did look like a good wide Yorker, but umpire says it's a wide. We'll have to bowl that again. Just a bit of pressure now. Burlia's put on the bowler with those two boundaries. Bowled 2 wides there, so another good over so far for in terms of runs scored for the Singrisers. 11 off the over, so they're still on par, on track in terms of run rate. Short ball pulled away again. That's a Joe Tech maximum. First one of the Singrisers innings. Not even a very short ball, but he's played that brilliantly. Once again over the cow corner region into IA. And this is really, really good start from Kabir Burlia. Good start for the Singrisers as well. 28-1 after 2 overs.
So the asking rate is about 10 and over, but they're truly well in ahead of that with about 28 runs in just 2 overs. Not in an over. They would want to make full use of this power play so that when the going gets tough, they're able to just rotate strike and maneuver their way out of these waters.
Shubham is back on, and they'll be trying to get an early wicket if possible. Let's see what Suarez does today. Does he play his usual game of an anchor, or does he go just like Kabir? So rocks back, and it's another wide. Suddenly pressure is mounting on the Mavericks. Pressure is mounting on the Mavericks. His score is 29 in 2 overs. It was a quick single, really good running over there. Saw it. Looking to hit singles here and there to make the man, Kabir Balia, do all the damage right now. They'll be trying to make use of the power play over here. Maybe they put another 50 runs on the board, if possible, in another 4 overs. Will definitely put them in a really, really good place. Shot, that's a shot. And it goes for a huge Jotek maximum. What a shot by Kabir Balia.
Brilliantly played. Over long off. Slightly over pitched. Kabir Balia does the rest. So far seems like a good decision to promote him up the order. And I think as well, credit to Suarez as well for taking a single off the first ball. I think both their roles in this partnership are pretty clear. Kabir is there to accelerate. Suarez just needs to take his time, get set, and support Kabir, give him the strike as much as possible. He goes again, that's in the air. And it's over backward point. Looking for 2. There. Good comeback from Shubham. Just a bit wider and slightly short of length. Not quite controlled by Kabir, but he'll get 2 from that. Full toss, he's hit it straight, and that's 6 onto the side screen. That's yet another Jotek maximum. That is a gift from Shubham. Not a great ball there. And Kabir really putting the pressure on the Mavericks early on here. They're really taking advantage of the power play here. Kabir, they're doing a really great job. And we might just see Suryansh bring himself on soon. Pitch stop. Good stop by Suryansh. Down the wicket, hit hard by Balia, but Suryansh as well. Keep that to 1. With the ball to go Suarez on strike. Oh, he goes for a big slog sweep. And that's 6 more. That is another Jotek maximum. And this is a huge over for the Singrisers. Exactly what they needed in the power play. 51 of just 3 overs. I think 23 runs came from that over. Wide run rate has actually dropped below 9. 8.94 when over needed. So just the start the Singrisers wanted. And as I anticipated, the captain Suryansh Galicha has brought himself on. Big job to do here. So we saw Atavar bring himself on in the first innings when the pressure was on, taking up the responsibility as captain, and we see Suryansh doing the same here. He does tend to like the ball a bit faster and flatter, so it'll be interesting to see how Kabir and Suarez deal with that. Pitch stop, and he's hit that. That is huge. Another Jotek maximum. Brilliant start from Balia. And the pressure straight away is put on Suryansh, right in his arc. And that is a brilliant shot.
Good. Keep it up.
Pitched up. And he leg cuts that. Smart batting from Berlia. And that's good to see. Not mindlessly swinging at everything. Anything that's in his area, he's backing himself. And he just works that away well. Good running between the wickets from the two batsmen. So right back on strike. A long off and a cow corner. Pitched up. Down leg wide. So just a bit of pressure now on Suryansh. Good work by the point fielder. I think that's Arnav Manoj. Good work by Arnav Manoj there at point. Saved what would have otherwise been a boundary. And instead they just get a single. But they're back on strike. Goes for the big slog. Doesn't get bad on it. It's good length from Suryansh. Not quite there to hit. Interesting is the keeper is standing back. So Berlia may opt to use his feet this time. Again, short ball. That is pulled away. That is yet another Jotech maximum. So airing slightly too short there, and Berlia makes it pay. Brilliant pull shot there. That is a huge six. And the Mavericks under immense pressure now. 66 runs of just 3.5 overs. Just the one wicket down. This is brilliant, brilliant batting from Kabir Berlia. He's 42 of just 12 balls. Giving Suryansh a bit of his own treatment back. One ball to go in the Suryansh over. 15 of it already. What does Berlia look to do? Yorker length. Keeper misses. Fine leg. Looks like a bye, so they'll just get a single. And 16 of the Suryansh over. Brilliant over for the Singrisers. 67. Interesting to see what the Mavericks will do here. Looks like Ahan's coming onto ball. Right arm offies here. So interesting decision here from the Mavericks to bring on Ahan in the power play. Maybe a bit of a gamble. He's got a long on and a deep mid. Pitched up, Kabir goes for the big shot. It's high in the air. Taken, and it's paid off. What a decision to bring Ahan on. Very first ball, Berlia looks to go. One too many, and Ahan takes the catch. And the game swung right back into the balance now. Kabir has done a brilliant job to get them to this start. The Mavericks have put themselves back into the game. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the Singrisers approach him here. I think the good thing about Kabir's innings is that it really killed the high run rate pressure, and they need to go. Singrisers just need to go at about a little more than 8.5 and over, 8.59 and over. So the chase from here on out is much more manageable. So in some sense, Kabir has definitely done his job, and the Singrisers just need to step up and be sensible in the way they go about it. It's a very achievable required run rate that they need for the remaining 16 overs. Looks like Atavar Gune is the new man in. The captain setting himself at 4. Once again looking to take responsibility. Still got batting to come as well. Rohan Austin, Kabir Zindani, Dianesh, to name a few. Just need to be sensible about how they approach the next few overs. They don't need to go crazy. Singrisers, it's a very manageable required run right now. As Gune bunts it down the ground for single. Just one boundary and over that they need. It's very, very manageable on this ground. Swart back on strike. Pitched up. Nicely driven through the covers. Doesn't overhit it. And that's a pro Mac boundary. Really well played by Swarit. Doesn't try and overhit it, just places it brilliantly. So Ahan looks to change the field immediately. Brings in mid-on. Has a deep cover. It'll be interesting to see now if Swarit tries and goes for the slog over long on with the fielder in. Short ball. Misses it. Tries to late cut it. Doesn't get any bad on it. Good comeback from Ahan. So just 5 of the over so far. Yeah, sensible from Swarit there. Dabs it down for a single behind point. Gune back on strike. I think that's the way these two batsmen are going to play. They're not going to look to be too aggressive. Rotate strike well and play the bad balls. That's a good ball from Ahan to finish. Beats the bat. 73 after 5. Really good over from Ahan. And with Kabir gone, Suryansh looks to give himself another over to finish off the power play. Definitely one of the main bowlers, so I think this is a good decision. And he'll be backing himself to make a strong comeback from the last over. Swarit back on strike. Pitch stop. Blocked. Once again, there's a deep mid-wicket and a deep cover. So inviting Swarit to play straight and challenge the mid-on and mid-off fielders. Short ball. Pulls it away. Ryan square leg, should be 2. Bit of extra bounce there. but Suarez does well to control it behind. Full toss just worked away into the gap for a single. Cleans that up well. So, Bremen, what are your thoughts so far on the SINGRISERS power play? Do you think they'll be satisfied with this in spite of the 2 wickets lost?
I think it was a really good job by Kabir Bulia up there, just setting the platform for such a huge total of 76 in 5.4. As I said before, they're looking to 60 and 70, but right now they're reaching 80. I think they'll be more than pleased with that amount of runs they've scored. And looking at this, we have another just 126 runs in 86 balls, which is really manageable if they play their cards right. And that's another Pro Mag boundary. So now the total has risen up to 81 in 5.5 overs. I think right now it's looking like the SINGRISERS are running away with the game. All they have to do is keep the pressure up, rotate strike, and the odd balls will come. And if they put that, I think they have a very big chance of winning this game.
Yeah, but I think at this point, given the current required run rate, I think wickets in hand will be the key for the SINGRISERS. If they battle the full 20, they should give themselves the win here. Ooh. Probably a front foot ball there, but strong finish from Suryansh. And it looks like the MERLION Mavericks have called for an OQDO strategic timeout after the power play.
Do not come to Alpha Omega. Seriously. And here's why. Because you will feel so relaxed. Because you will feel so good and get addicted. Because they make you so flexible and injury-free. And what's next? Superpowers? So, avoid Alpha Omega if you don't want to feel good and flexible every day.
At OQDO, we believe sports, wellness, and hobbies bring people together. Whether you're an enthusiast chasing your next goal, a coach shaping future champions, or a facility providing the space for dreams to grow. Want to try something new? From soccer to yoga to photography, we make booking fast and easy. Just a few taps and you're in. Coaching? OQDO helps you build your business, manage your sessions, and connect with clients, whether you're a pro or just starting out or just want to start a side hustle. Got a space? Fill it with the OQDO app. Manage bookings, grow your business, and give your athletes and coaches the best experience. Together, we bridge the gap between learners, coaches, and facilities, creating a seamless connection where everyone wins. Learners get the best experiences, coaches get more opportunities, and facilities are always in demand. Ready to get moving? Download the app today. OQDO, your world of sports, hobbies, and wellness connected.
Welcome to Alpha Omega Wellness and Recovery, where pain relief meets performance. When you step into this space, it's all about your recovery. Whether you are an athlete, an office worker, or someone dealing with tightness, we are here to help you move, feel, and live better. Whether you're lifting weights, dancing, or playing sports, better flexibility means better movement. And we are here to manage your body's need. Proper stretching promotes better blood flow to your muscles. This means faster recovery, reduced soreness, and better performance overall. One session at a time. Your recovery starts here today, so book your sessions now.
So now the 122 runs needed now of 14 overs. Really, really good power play. I think in spite of the 2 wickets, I think the SINGRISERS would have taken that any day if you'd offer them 81 for 2 after the power play. Really has put the required run rate under control. 8.71 now, the required run rate. Still enough for the Mavericks to defend for sure. I think this will be an important partnership. Atafa Gune and Swarit. Swarit has looked really good for his 21 so far. Ahan back on for a second over. Oh, short ball. That one's skidded through. Three men on the leg side, as well as a deep cover, and of course a long off. Oh, beats the bat again. Really good from Ahan here. Not quite getting behind the line, Swart trying to work it away through the offside. Cuts it in the air. And it's taken. That's a soft dismissal. But Ahan, the golden arm, has taken the third wicket. His second wicket, third wicket of the innings. And Swart is so disappointed in himself. He was looking good for his 21. Now the Mavericks will feel with two new batsmen at the crease. This game is very much still in their control. They're backing themselves to still defend this total, in spite of the big star from the Singrisers. Dianesh is the new man in. Didn't have a great day with the ball, but we know he can clear the boundary very well. He'll be looking to support his captain here at the crease. Still another 121 runs needed of 81 deliveries. Been really good bowling from Ahan so far. He built the pressure with those two dot balls. He's got the wicket he wanted. Works it away for one on the offside. It's Dianesh. Lets that go, does Gune. Signaling their intent, trying to rebuild for the next 2 or 3 overs. And I think Athavar is definitely going to look to bat as long as he can here. I think they know that they need 2 set batters. Batting throughout that full 20, or at least the majority of it. Dianesh back on strike. Can hit a long ball. Looks like Yuvan Pandey's in for his first over of the game. Off with the dot. Worked away by Dianesh. Stops it for a single. It's important that these two remain to bat positive. Continue to bat positive. Short ball pulled away. Doesn't get all of that, and his protection there should just be 1. But they should still look to keep scoring here. Run rate's still under control at the moment, but it can slip away very quickly. So still want to be looking for at least minimum 7 or 8 in the next 3 overs. Singles and doubles are all that you need for that. Not boundary. Okay, another dot ball from Ivan. So just a bit of pressure building here with the 2 new batsmen in. The required run rate has jumped up very quickly back to 9.5. Janish goes for the shot. Brilliant shot there. Slightly overpitched. And goes through the cover region for a pro-mag boundary. So that'll make him feel a bit better there, Tianish. Bit of a release shot for him. Just slightly overpitched there from Ivan. Tianish makes him pay. Post up again, and he goes over long on. And that is a Joe Tech maximum. So really good batting here from Tianish. The pressure was just starting to build, but he's done really well. They made 12 of that over. And great over for the Singrisers in the circumstances. Wide run rate back down to 9. That's all that they need to do, especially that straight boundary being as small as it is. As long as they bat there, stay and give themselves time, they should be able to chase this total down. And Suryansh brings himself on for the 3rd over. So recognizing the importance of breaking this partnership. Nudged away through the off by Athavar. Athavar looking very happy to play the long game. He was to play a supporting role. So Tianish looks to be more of the aggressor in this partnership. And does look like he'll try and take on Suryansh. Short ball worked away. Oh, a bit of miscommunication there. But it seems like there was a bit of a misfield. And in the end, a comfortable single. Once again, work. Takes a single, does Gune through the offside. Very controlled. Doesn't look pressured by the run rate. That one just pops up a bit, then once again we see the extra bounce. But does well enough to get a single. Back on strike. Oh, beats the bat this time. Possibly a back foot ball. Just looking to nudge it through the offside for 1. Just hangs his bat there. And works it through the leg side for a single. So 5 of the over. 100 up for the Singrisers in the 9th over. 9. So very well on track for the target of 203, slightly above par still. Gune very much looking like he wants to rotate, and with Suryansh having 3 of his overs done already.
There's been some very sensible batting from both of them. To just stay on, pick the bad balls to get those boundaries. You just gotta stay in until the 15th over and the game is theirs. And the way they've accelerated in the first 9 overs, it's definitely gonna leave a mark on the Merlion Mavericks. Nahan coming in, ball is 3rd over. gets the edge of it and they get a quick single of that. They just gotta keep rotating strikes and slowly chip away at those runs. And that's gonna make all those difference. And we got the hitter back on strike. Danish. Will he be looking for a boundary or will he settle for a single? Oh, that's a miscommunication and a misfield from them. That could have been an easy run out. Yes, this is the second time this is happening and this might cost MERLION Mavericks quite a bit. Comes in.
Gives Athava a bit of a warning about his starts. Doesn't actually go for the man cut, but I'm sure that if he walks out of his crease again, he will. Yeah, I do think that that late cut probably was a single there, so maybe not the best call from Athava. Just a bit of pressure once again on Tianesh. Mahan has been a pick of the bowlers for the Mavericks so far. Everyone has gone for run except him. 9 for 2 wickets in 2.1. Pitch top and Tianesh launches him. And that's a huge Joe Tech maximum onto the road. Just a bit over pitched. And Tianesh flexes his muscles at the Singrisers dugout. He cuts it. I think that's poor. A bit poor from Athava. That's 2 singles there that he's missed out on. Not taking big enough of a start. Tianesh goes big. He's launched that high in the air. Suryansh under it and takes the catch. And one might say that they had taken the single earlier. Might not have lost the wicket there. Just a bit of pressure put on Tianesh. So Ahan gets his revenge for that 6. Tianesh will be a bit disappointed there. It was looking good. And once again, the MERLION Mavericks keep getting the wickets. It's another man who can take the game away. So in comes Kabir Zindani as the new man. Back on strike, and I'd just like to see a bit more intent in the running here. As Yuvan Pandey comes on for a second over. Short ball, hook behind fine leg. throw back boundary. Throw ball to start. Short on the leg side. That's easy pickings for Ottawa. So with Dianesh gone, we might just see Ottawa try and pick up the pace a bit. As I said, more set batsman. He might look to play the role of the aggressor now, and Kabir might look to play the role of anchor and strike rotator. Let's see what Gune's approach is. He charges down, advances, hit through the covers. It's a good stop there from Taran. Pushing for two. It's good running from Kabir. Gets back really easily in the end. The wicketkeeper still standing back, so going down the track is a very viable option here. Because there's no risk of getting stumped. Short ball, nudge down. Easy single. Again, a bit similar to the runs that he had said no to earlier when Tianesh was on strike. Kabir gets off the mark, just works it through the leg side.
Duan coming in for his fifth ball. Oh, a swing and a miss. And they get in quick by runs. That's some great running on their part. They got to keep rotating that strike to chip away at those humongous score. Last ball for Yuan. 9 runs of this over. And you exit. Oh, that's a great stop. And they have prevented a single from trickling down for Babu. Over up for Yuan. 10 runs off his over. $117 for 4 in 11 overs. A run rate of 10.64. Rise is looking at about 86 runs by around 54 balls. Quite achievable, I would say. But Raguna just has to stay in crease until the end. And Singraises have a great chance of winning this game.
Equation now is 86 and 54. Very much in the balance. With 4 wickets. 4 wickets down. Ahan comes on to finish. Big swing from Kabir. Edges at the third man. That's just a single. So still need 9.6 and over. They do need a couple of decent overs here, the Singraises. Pitch stop. Atafar goes for half sweep, sort of, into the cow corner region. Just picks up a single. It's good work there from the fielders in the deep. Do not need to start looking for a boundary every over. Short ball. Attempts a pull to fine leg. Should get 2. And that's good running from Kabir. Good alertness. Well, it should have been a bit easier than it was. But they get the 2 in the end. 4 of the first 3 balls of this Ahan over. He's been the pick of the Mavericks bowler, and this is his last over. Pitch stop, Kabir goes big, goes aerial. Goes into the deep point region. Turn and cover. Gets that in. It's another double. Not timing that Kabir, but gets enough on it to land safe. Sixth of the over with 2 balls left. And he looks to hook it behind. That's a simple catch. Top edged it. And Ahan, the golden arm, strikes once again. Didn't do much with the bat, but he's really doing well with the ball here. That's his 4th wicket. And Kabir Zandani caught a short third. Once again, it's just that extra bounce from the Astro, catching a leading top edge. There's a fantastic spell here from Ahan. Just 21 runs in his 3.5 so far. Still a ball to go. More importantly, he's picked up 4 wickets. And looks like the regular opener, Rohan, is in. Be interesting to see how he bats in this position. He's been opening the batting all tournament. Does seem to like to start against pace. We'll be starting against spin this time. Is a batter who likes to take his time a little bit, but will have to play a slightly different role today. Will have to look to be more aggressive. And just seems that with that wicket, the momentum slightly in the Mavericks' favor now. Required run rate steadily creeping up, and the Singrisers on the other hand have lost half their side, but the captain Athavar Gune is still there. He will need to play the gem of an innings here. Will need to dig deep, get his team as close to the finish line as possible. I think that'll be what he's thinking, to get as deep as possible. One ball of the Ahan spell. Can he make it 5? So I think here Athavar does have to look to be a bit more of the aggressor. He's been there for a while. He's got his eye in. Rohan not necessarily the most aggressive batsman off the start. So quicker ball. They sneak a single there. I think Rohan needs to play a supporting role. Athavar needs to be the aggressor to keep that run rate in check. Run rate almost approaching 10 now. It's 9.88 at the moment. But Ahan has finished his spell. And Suryansh has 1 over left to go. So they may look to target some of these other bowlers. It looks like Yuvan Pandey is back on. Interesting field they've got here. Don't have a traditional deep square. They've in fact got a almost deep 45 backward square leg. So ball misses out. Yuvan gives Rohan a bit of a stare there. on to long on. Once the second. Ottawa not really paying attention. Not sure if there was a second there, but once again, we'd just like to see a little bit more intent in running through the wickets for Ottawa. He goes down the ground. Gets absolutely nothing on that. But just a single. Gets a single. That run rate just creeping up now. 76 and 44. I think the run rate probably above 10, yes, it's 10.36 now. So they do need a boundary. One boundary at least from these two balls. Guni advances, goes to the cover. Tarun takes the catch, and that might well be the game there. And Yuvan gives him a send-off. Guni, the captain, had to go for a boundary, and he's lost his wicket. Does look like there's a bit of words being exchanged in the middle there. Disappointed with that ball. I think looks like Ankush Thomas is the new man in. Haven't seen him play in a while. Been playing his cricket down in Sydney. And really looks like the Mavericks are out on top here. The Singrisers have lost a lot of momentum. And they will need something special for one of these two batters. Last ball of the over. Quick ball. The end to the over. 127 for 6 after 13. So it's not out of the wood yet. It still have a chance to the Singrisers, but it's getting increasingly difficult. They've got two new men at the crease, and they will need at least one and ideally two boundaries and over from here on. Looks like Shubham is coming back on. Didn't have the best first spell, but he'll be looking to come back strongly here against two new batters. He might be trying to play something not akin to their natural game. An interesting feel here with the deep backward square leg rather than a traditional one. Work through the covers for a single. I think that's still going to be important regardless of how high the required run rate is at the moment. They do want to avoid the dot balls. So ideally no more than one dot ball and over. The singles are going to be important along with the boundaries. Ankush advances, doesn't get anything on it. And that's caught by the gully fielder. Once again another top edge. The Singrisers sinking very quickly now. Ankush goes without troubling the scores. 5 needed in 40. Just 3 wickets in hand. Ritwik is a new man to the crease. Pops it for a single. I think Rohan probably the last recognized genuine batsman here. So we'll be on him probably to get those boundaries that we desperately need. In spite of that, I don't think it's a terrible idea if he gives himself just a bit of time to get set. Pitched up, and he drives that straight. It's a good looking cricket shot. Just for one in the end. A long off fielder. Ritwik goes big, and that's a 6. Joe Tech maximum. So Singrisers showing they're not done with the match yet. A much needed boundary, much needed maximum. Ritwik. They'll be looking to keep this momentum going here. 9 off the over so far. Still a ball to go. Drop ball. Doesn't get hold of it. It'll just be a single. Pandey looks to be finishing off his spell. Goes back to a very full ball there. Wide ball. Just about 11 and over now. Goes big. Suraj under it. And takes the catch. Eight down now, the Singrisers. Ritwik. What had to be done, to be fair. Weren't going to win it in singles and doubles only. Did need a boundary and over at least. But he's found the man. Suryansh making the good decision to put himself down there at deep mid cow corner region. And he takes a good catch. Looks like Yatish is coming in at number 10. He's a recognized batsman, Yatish. Left-handed. Can hit a long ball. Does have a good eye and a good swing. But this will be a very tough situation for him to come in.
I think the quick wickets in the middle have really ruined their momentum here for the Singrisers. Given the absolute start they had, 80 runs in 6 overs to just 138 in 14 overs. It's in our 8 overs they just scored 50 runs. So they've really slowed down with the number of wickets, around 6 wickets being fallen. The game is still there, but it looks really, really tough for the Singrisers to have a comeback from this situation. They need a strong partnership here of at least close to 50 runs for them to even have a chance of thinking of winning this game.
And Yatish isn't going to have many balls to get himself set in. Maybe 1 or 2 singles, and then he'll have to start going for it. Yorker length ball there from Yuvan. Yatish happy to just nudge it through the leg side. So it does look like he will give himself 1 or 2 balls before he does try to launch. Might be on Rohan to try and go for it, given that he's faced a few balls than Yatish has. Rohan not quite ready there. Tossed up, goes under the bat. This has been called a dead ball. Once again, a play and a miss. Looks like Shubham coming back on against Yatish. Might be a matchup that Yatish likes. Left arm spinner to the left hand bat. And goes for a bit of a hike, doesn't get any bat on that. Will be targeting probably that cow corner, long on region. He can hit well there, he cuts it. Spinning. Hit it well, but seems to have spun in the direction of the fielder, and in the end it's just a single. Both batsmen seem to have thought that that was going to the boundary. Rohan back on strike. 63 runs needed now. Just 28 deliveries. Hits it down the ground for a dot. At this point, they will have to start looking for a boundary pretty much every other ball. Just works it for a single, Rohan. I'm not sure what the plan is here, if Yatish is meant to play the aggressor role, because Rohan doesn't really look like he's trying to up the run rate at all. So I don't know if that's part of a plan or something, but I think at this point in the game, both batsmen do need to be looking for that boundary. Big swing from Yatish. That's in the air, and a bit of confusion there between the fielders, I think. Probably was a catch, but in the end, Shubham doesn't get there. Single down the ground. End of the 16th over. And at this point, it's almost a guarantee that the Mavericks will be taking the championship with them. They need something very, very special from these two. Need 15 and over at the moment, 60 from 24 balls. At the moment, neither of these batsmen look overly threatening at clearing the boundaries, and looks like Suryansh is bringing himself on for his last over. So perhaps looking to clean up the game. Suryansh to Rohan. Crossed up, cuts away. Ball to start. Rohan really appears to be in some pain here. Not sure if he's carrying an injury at the hand, I think. And pulls that away. He does seem to have a lot of trouble gripping the bat at the moment. That might also explain why he was sent down the order. But in that case, it's really up to Yatish, I think, to clear the boundary. Really going to struggle if he's not able to hold his bat properly.
And you can see the game slowly slipping away from Singrisers. They have to go for the big shots right now. If not, it'll be too far and far too many runs to chase. Another 57 to go in 20 balls. And that's a single. 56 of 19. We need something special over here from Rohan and Yatish for us to see a close game. Shot down the ground just for a single. And 55 runs required of 3 overs.
after the destructive start, I expected more from SINGRISERS, but they have been slowly chipped away at by the MERLION Mavericks and struggle to get that last 50 runs. Suryavansh made all the difference, I would say, this game, both in his followers and his batting. And now we see Rudransh coming in, his bowler. 17 of 1. Bowling with that bowlers. Rohan has a unique stance and he punches it down the ground just for a single. SINGRISERS have to start looking for those boundaries. Much needed boundaries. And Yatish back on strike. Yatish has got to alleviate the pressure. Find those sixes and fours.
I mean, at this point, they have to go for a big over this over if they want to have a shot. And that's dropped by Suryansh. It's really hit really hard. That would have sealed the game, but they live to fight another day.
Of 16. He's back on strike. We'll see if he has what he has cleared the boundary. Branch coming in for his third ball. The over. He guides it. Oh, that seems to miss a misfield from fielder. Required of 15. Ooh, what a shot. Oh, unfortunately that did not clear the boundary and goes only for single. He required a 14, requiring a run rate of 21. Of the over. Quite hard, I would say. Let's see if Yatish delivers. Fifth ball of the over. And that's a single right there. Last ball of his over for the bench. Rohan on strike. He deliver. Walks down the crease. And he mistimes it for another single. Required of 12. 48 required of 12. Rohan on strike. Charya coming in to bowl his first over. Fast ball and he whacks it. And that's a 6. That's a Joe tag maximum. Looks like Rohan is trying to bring the game back to the Singrisers. 42 required in 11. Jaya coming in for his second ball. Oh, what a shot! And that is and that is taken at the boundary by the fielder. The hand goes up and out goes Rohan, the last batsman. He seemed to almost pull the game back in, but unfortunately he had to go. Now Vedant on strike. 42 required of 10. Was a great shot, unfortunately going to be for a single. We have Yatish back on strike.
So far, it looks like it's game, set, and match for the MERLION Mavericks. Just a single, and they need 39 runs in 7 balls. And looks far too impossible as of now. They need 38 runs of 6 balls. It's pretty clear who the winners are. It's all in MERLION Mavericks' hands now.
Yeah, mathematically no more. You go what? You got extra what?
Extra runs, like he just has to bowl 6 legal balls.
Right.
That's a boundary. 34-5. Wide. 33 in 5 balls.
Swing and a miss. .33 required in 4 balls. Natish on strike. Udansh coming in. Ball a slow ball and he clears it. Oh, that was good attempt from the fielding team. And they run a quick 2. And that's a run out. And that's game.
And Merlion Mavericks are the champions of the CSC T20 BLITZ. I think even after the great start, what went wrong for the SINGRISERS was that they lost wickets really quickly in the middle overs, and soon enough the run rate started climbing and they just couldn't chase it. It's a really good game of cricket today. I think Suryansh Gulecha, 84 of 24 balls, really changed how the outcome came about. So kudos to him, kudos to the team for having a wonderful tournament. And now they're shaking their hands.
Thank you for tuning in to watch the match. It's been an exciting journey. A wonderful piece of cricket from every team, and a heartfelt congratulations to the Merlion Mavericks for winning the tournament.
Do not come to Alpha Omega, seriously, and here's why. Because you will feel so relaxed. Because you will feel so good and get addicted. Because they make you so flexible and injury-free. And what's next? Superpowers? So avoid Alpha Omega if you don't want to feel good and flexible every day.
At OQDO, we believe sports, wellness, and hobbies bring people together. Whether you're an enthusiast chasing your next goal, a coach shaping future champions, or a facility providing the space for dreams to grow. Want to try something new? From soccer to yoga to photography, we make booking fast and easy. Just a few taps and you're in. Coaching? OQDO helps you build your business, manage your sessions, and connect with clients, whether you're a pro or just starting out or just want to start a side hustle. Got a space? Fill it with the OQDO app. Manage bookings, grow your business, and give your athletes and coaches the best experience. Together, we bridge the gap between learners, coaches, and facilities, creating a seamless connection where everyone wins. Learners get the best experiences, coaches get more opportunities, and facilities are always in demand. Ready to get moving? Download the app today. OQDO, your world of sports, hobbies, and wellness connected.
Welcome to Alpha Omega Wellness and Recovery, where pain relief meets performance. When you step into this space, it's all about your recovery. Whether you are an athlete, an office worker, or someone dealing with tightness, we are here to help you move, feel, and live better. Whether you're lifting weights, dancing, or playing sports, better flexibility means better movement. And we are here to manage your body's needs. Proper stretching promotes better blood flow to your muscles. This means faster recovery, reduced soreness, and better performance overall. One session at a time. Your recovery starts here today, so book your sessions now.